Hello everyone, now we will discuss the next topic, that is moment of inertia. First we will see what is actually the moment of inertia in mathematical form, then we will represent it with the practical object. Now moment of inertia is actually the moment of force. Now this is the definition. Moment of force is known as moment of inertia. Now we know that what is moment of force. Moment of force is equal to force into perpendicular distance. Force into perpendicular distance. We have solved a number of numericals also on this same topic. I have given you example when we have close or open a door, or we have to open a nut with spanner. The force is multiplied by the distance, the applied force multiplied by the perpendicular distance, then it becomes moment of force, F into D. So that is moment of force. Now what is moment of inertia? I have told you moment of force means moment of inertia will be Fd into D, so I can say Fd square, right? This is the second moment of force, right? Now what will be its units? So it is the fourth power of unit, so this is mm power 4. Whatever the unit is given in the question, we will take the fourth power, that is the unit of moment of inertia. Now what is the moment of inertia of a plane area? That will be area into the same distance, AD square. If we have the mass of the object, moment of inertia of a body, then we will see it is md square. Now this is the mathematical expression only. What is the practical definition? If I say, we can say it is the resistance of a body to rotate around an axis. I have given you one example. Let's say this bodybuilder want to rotate these dumbbells about its wrist. Now the weight is near to the wrist, so it is very easy to rotate. But if we shift the weight to the end of the road, now the distance is increased, so its moment of inertia will increase. Now what is the moment of inertia here? Moment of inertia is the resistance of a body to rotate or turn around the axis. Now I have given you one more example. Let's say this person is walking on the rope. Now if you have seen, they always hold a stick in hand. Now what is the function of stick? We know that the person is holding the stick from the mid, and there is a big force required to turn the stick about or around that person. So that force which is required to turn the or rotate the stick about that axis or about the rope, that force is helping the person to again reshift its center of gravity perpendicular to the rope. We know that this person can move or can walk on the rope only when its center of gravity, person's center of gravity, will be perpendicular to the rope. So if he shift his weight left or right direction, he will be unbalanced and he will fall down. So the moment of inertia required to overturn or to turn that stick, that will help him to balance his weight again into the perpendicular direction to the rope. So there are a number of examples which is explaining the moment of inertia. Now we will cover the topic, that is parallel axis theorem. What is parallel axis theorem? Let's say the object is given and this is the point of center of gravity, and this is the axis which is passing from the point center of gravity. Let's say this is x axis. Now the parallel axis theorem will help us to find out the moment of inertia of this object about this axis which is away from the center of gravity. How we will find out the moment of inertia of this object about this axis which is passing from the center of gravity? Then we will shift that on the given axis which is, let's say, h distance away from the axis passing from the center of gravity. Now how we do that? We have in the parallel axis theorem, we have that, let's say, the moment of inertia about this AA axis, that will be moment of inertia about XX axis which is passing from the center of gravity. Moment of inertia of the object about this XX axis which is passing from the center of gravity, and we want to shift it on this axis which is h distance. So this plus ah square. A is the area of this object, complete area, and h is the distance between these two axes. So this is known as parallel axis theorem. We will use this in a number of problems. Now if I want to define this parallel axis theorem, we can say that as per the definition, the moment of inertia of a plane lamina about any axis is equal to the sum of its moment about a parallel axis through its center of gravity and the product of its area and square of the distance between the two axes. It is just explaining the same, where this IA, that is the moment of inertia about AA axis, that is equal to moment of inertia about XX axis passing from the center of gravity, plus area of this plane into h, the distance between the two axes, square of that. So this is parallel axis.